The second question is prospectus. The prospectus defines companies' financial standing and details used to invite public for investment in securities governed under the Companies Act 2013. It's a document containing company's business plan aimed at providing full disclosure to investors, protects investors from misleading financial information, must comply with legal requirements and regulations issued during initial public offerings, IPOs, offers details about companies' management and financials. Non compliance could lead to penalties or cancellation. Examples of prospectus and case laws. Prospectus includes companies' financial statements and objectives. Case law R versus Kianaston 1955. Here's a summary of R versus Kianaston 1955. Case involves fraudulent misrepresentation in prospectus. Kynaston was charged with falsifying information. He misrepresented company's financial position to investors. Investors relied on false statements to invest. The court found Kynaston guilty of fraud. Case emphasized directors' duty of disclosure. Accurate financial reporting is legally required. Prospectus should reflect true state of affairs. Investors are protected by disclosure laws. Case reinforced penalties for misrepresentation in prospectus. False statements in prospectus lead to liability. Example, misleading information regarding company's profitability. Director's responsibility is in signing accurate prospectus. Case law Dairy versus Peak. Case concerns fraudulent misrepresentation in a prospectus. Dairy sued Peak for false statements. Statements claimed trams would be steam powered. The trams were to be horse drawn instead. Peak claimed he believed statements to be true. Court ruled no fraudulent intent by Peak. Liabilities arises only from fraudulent misrepresentation. False statements made with honest beliefs aren't fraud. Directors must act in good faith honestly. Case clarifies distinction between negligence and fraud. Omission of facts leads to legal consequences. Example, failure to disclose material facts. Shareholders can sue for misrepresentation in prospectus. Case law Horn versus Midland Railway. Case involves misrepresentation in railway company's prospectus. Horn sued Midland Railway for misleading statements. Company misrepresented in stock and profitability. Horn relied on false information to invest. Court held company liable for misrepresentation. Court emphasized duty of full disclosure in prospectus. Investors can sue for fraudulent misstatements. Prospectus must provide accurate and truthful facts. Misleading financial information harms investors' interests. Case reinforces the importance of transparency. Prospectus must provide transparent financial outlook, example disclosing real assets and liabilities. Public offering invalid without an approved prospectus. Case law Dowmatic Limited. Case involves corporate decisions without formal meetings. Dowmatic Limited's directors acted without shareholder meetings. The issue was the validity of decisions. Court ruled that unanimous consent was sufficient. Consent given without formal resolution was valid. Directors' actions were approved by all shareholders. The case clarified shareholder decision making processes. No need for formal meetings if unanimous emphasized that informal consent is legally binding. Case underlines importance of shareholder agreement. Investors rely on truthfulness of prospectus content. Example, investors misled by fake earnings projections. A misleading prospectus results in civil and criminal penalties. Case law, Securities Exchange Act 1934 USA. The act regulates secondary trading of securities. It established the US Securities and Exchange Commission, aimed to protect investors and maintain fair markets, requires disclosure of financial information by companies, regulates trading practices to prevent fraud, focuses on preventing insider trading and market manipulation, enforces reporting requirements for publicly traded companies, requires companies to file annual and quarterly reports, strengthens enforcement of securities law violations, ensures transparency in securities transactions for investors, properly issued prospectus attract genuine investors. Example, successful IPOs backed by clear prospectus. Conclusion, prospectus plays an important, crucial role in investments, protects investors from fraudulent business practices, ensures transparency in public securities offerings, legal framework governs the issuance process, non-compliance leads to strict penalties and cancellation, accurate disclosure of companies' financial health essential, directors must ensure accuracy in prospectus content, investors must critically analyze the prospectus details, misrepresentation of facts harms both company and investors. Clear regulation ensures market integrity and investor protection.